just what I think.
Yeah.
Because it can just throw you off, like, if you need to do an instant forward air and react, you know, you can't have a turnip in your hand because you're just going to throw it in the air. So let's go. Game 1 on Battlefield. Fair enough. I think it's, like, a very good stage for both characters in this sense. Battlefield making it a little bit harder for Marth to recover, but still being able to use those platforms with the up tilts, short hop up airs, fairs, you know, whatnot. And Peach does very well on this, you know, it's considered the most neutral, exactly. Enough room to live. Now Fran starting off super strong, just not letting Hex have any space whatsoever. Fran just holding center stage, going for a forward smash there and getting punished for it.
Hex with those trademark spot dodges, getting himself out of trouble.
Absolutely.
Starting to open up a combo, gets denied.
Oh, used the jump there and probably held down. Just a little bit freaked out, a little bit of a flub there from Hex.
Maybe looking for the float cancel.
So when I play Marth against Peach, what I'm generally looking for to like early percent is just to get a grab and try and get some chain grab follow-ups with forward throws at the start and then try and carry her off stage into a position where I can slowly edge guard. That's just how I do it. But worry, so definitely those turnips. If Peach has a turnip in your hand as Marth, I like to run it back off and just wait for the Peach to try and throw it out to try and approach, and I just hit him out of the air. But that's probably the scariest situation. Then after that is when you're off stage, because Peach has so many options to cover. Marth's like quite linear recovery, you can trick her a little bit, but if she's just got a bead on you, like you're pretty much dead. You lose your jump, she's gonna hold that ledge and you're gone.
Hex very good at sniping with the turnips.
Oh, Fran holding down there on that down smash, and that is the next scary thing from Peach in any matchup. If you're holding down, you get hit by that, you're gonna eat so much percent and it can even the game. Like just then, Fran had a pretty reasonable lead, but now it's 1% difference. It's
same,
boom, and the stock's gone. Brody in the lead.
And that's exactly what one of the things I was worried about when we played. That down smash gives big percent. So I'm not too confident with my movement, so I sacrificed the option of down tilt and down smash in order to always have good DI against that.
I see.
However, there are other ways to deal with it.
Hex just ducking under that. Hopefully, you know, we take those. We do take those, but hopefully Hex isn't affected by that.
Still got the lead.
Very small lead.
Seems cool, calm and collected in the neutral. Not afraid to go out there with the dash attack. Float cancel fair. Snipes him. This is a very
that edge guard,
position.
And Fran just making back. Very good there from both players even. Oh,
good
platform cancel, throwing out them fairs.
Snipes him. Keeps him right on the edge.
Fran doing very well there, just waiting, stalling for that tiny little bit to make sure that he can sweet spot, knowing that Hex is already in there and committed to just punishing from that position.
Yeah. Air dodge through the turnip, gets punished for it at the back air.
Very close. That was very close. Still, I think that was the right option from Fran. Just sometimes you got to accept that you're too high percent. You've done well, but Fran opening up, that forward smash would have been super crisp, but Hex just on board and
good DI.
Teching it. Oh yeah, there you go. Let's go, Fran. Only on 20%. Still doing very well. If you can clean this up, even game. Yes, waiting for that. Hex again. Both these players, if they're just waiting and they crisp up their recovery a little bit, then they will each have a better time. Fran has slightly adapted and just proven that he's gonna go for that sweet spot.
And his movement looks a lot better too. Able to platform cancel. Does a lot more than just forward smash.
Very true. Fran just holding center stage here, trying to keep Hex out. Oh, good grab. I didn't expect that at all. I was expecting Peach to just slightly win that exchange there. It looked very strange. Oh, but Fran going off with a quick string of 1, 2, 3, 4 hit or something like that.
Gets back to the stage control.
Spot dodging that forward slice. Ooh. Good. Absolutely. Knowing that Fran would go for that F smash and avoiding a certain death.
Has enough space to get the turnip.
Just a flub from Fran. It's alright.
And we have a follow-up.
So FD being banned. And Francois going to Yoshi's story. Gonna try get them early kills. I think this is a pretty good decision. Peach doesn't have as much space to start picking up those turnips. Really wasn't getting Fran in that much trouble, but he's doing alright. Single hit Nooch into nothing, you know, could be potentially something. Whenever I see the single hit Nooch, I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so much potential and such an unexplored part of Marth.
Of course, a very dangerous position to be here against the Marth on the ledge.
Yep. Hex going low, deciding to just recover. Recover low. Super good there. Oh, really good counter, knowing that from Fran, knowing that Hex would throw that turnip.
Absolutely. Of course.
Big schlap.
Both characters susceptible to very early deaths on this map. Down smash clanking with Nair.
No! Oh, a little bit of flub there from Francois, getting stuck in this side B. He can finish this off. Bring it back. Just waiting it out. Such patience. Both players just staying calm. And there you go. Fran finishing up that stock.
155%.
Good grab from the forward air. Not getting much from the follow-up, but still making sure that he's controlling center stage, keeping Peach out.
Keeping that pressure on.
That's all Fran's doing right now. Just throwing off up hitboxes to try and not let the Peach get in, which she successfully has at this stage. Pushing her back out. Definitely seems like Fran has a lot more control of this match.
However, Hex still slightly in the lead. And as I say that, it gets overtaken. However, both players potentially starting to feel pressure.
Fran just going for these forward airs as Hex tries to come down, you know.
Playing it safe with the recovery.
Oh, that was absolutely jank. Looked like maybe Peach's up B or something, but Fran cleaning it up straight away, even game. Good grab.
Of course, this scene not unfamiliar with such janky interactions. Float cancel getting interrupted by the grab. Good power shield. Hex looking for a Z drop.
A lot of rolls from Hex, just trying to move his position around the stage. Oh, very good. Oh, such an early kill. 53%.
Contribute that to Yoshi's stage size.
Absolutely. Fran, good roll, just getting out of there.
Patience from Hex goes to grab the turnip rather than try and interrupt the recovery.
Ooh, Fran.
Strong wave. Waits for the air dodge. Nair.
That turnip just putting on a little bit of pressure on Fran, making him stay in shield, and him jumping into the down smash. Hex, bringing it back to pretty much even.
Down smash, of course, also known as the equalizer.
Oh, this is big. This is big for Hex. But one tipper from Francois, and it's done. Good grab. The grab from Peach. Oh, turnip. Oh. Just slightly more.
This is where Hex comes into his strongest edge guard.
Absolutely. Now, good position for Fran here. And going for it. Absolutely. Takes the game. We're going to game 3.
Let's go, boys. Shout outs to our viewers on Twitch.
Yeah. What stage do you think we're going to see?
I reckon Pokemon.
Pokemon, you think? Fair enough. And
we're
that
going
is
for
true.
it.
We're going to Pokemon. Fair enough. I think that's a pretty big comfort pick with a lot of people here in Ballarat.
Yeah,
We all just
absolutely.
seem to like it. I think it's really good.
It benefits a lot of people. I think it would make a pretty strong neutral stage, to be honest. Just the characters that we play.
Fair enough. It's the transformations that make it so difficult, because I think there's a few transformations that help Marth out in this matchup, but not a lot that help Peach.
Yeah.
Unless she can get someone in a pit, but, you know, it's still even risky just for her.
Yeah.
The blender could occur. Now, Fran opening up pretty well in this first 30 seconds. Just trying to keep Hex on that stage, jumping into the down smash. Now, that is something that you just shouldn't do. It's not what you want. Oh, Roy zoned for that grab there.
DIing slightly down, doesn't get too much, doesn't get the full 60%. However, still gets hit enough.
A turnip just sneaking in.
It was homing in on him, locked on. Down tilt. Floating just outside tipper range.
Very good spacing from Hex right there.
Regrabs the turnip.
Oh.
What can he do with this setup?
Regrabs again and again. Was that 3?
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, and tipper from that platform right there. Hex probably not being ready to land on that platform, and Marth just being down there. Like I said, the transformations in this matchup help Marth just that little bit. And Marth's still living from at 145%.
Baits out the counter, unable to convert anything.
Forward it into grab. Oh yeah, getting hit by that nair there. Peach so fast on that nair. If she has any uptime. Wow,
Randy
big
not
tipper.
gonna take
Absolutely.
It. Monster tipper still. That's the end of the Emerald transformation, one of Marth's strongest stages.
Fran going for Thundercats right there.
Going for the style.
Very quick L cancel neutral air into shield, just shielding that jab there from Hex. Hex stuck in the corner here. How's he going to get out of it? Crouch cancel, crash cancel, down tilt into tipper. Fran in a very good position to be taking the set.
Regrabs the turnip, and another, doesn't get the third.
Just staying in shield and knowing that Hex wants to be in the air and just throwing out that forward smash to cover that whole little section.
Playing very defensive.
Very turnip-based neutral here from Hex. Very strong. Just stopping Fran from being able to get in. Fran throwing out late aerials too to try and cover the spot dodges that Hex so frequently throws out.
Absolutely.
Mountain coming up. This to be honest, I think this is much better for Peach. I think.
Especially if they're both in the middle.
Yeah.
The up smash
Ooh,
gonna
the up
take
smash
him
gonna
off the
take
top.
it. Still some decent percent on the Peach if a good tipper can like happen.
Fran going straight in.
Straight in. He wants it.
This is it.
Oh, the good counter. And both oh, Fran gets the grab, and this is just absolute mentality in this pit fight.
Huge damage right there. He was at 37% to start that. At least I think he was. Goes for the counter. Shield breaker. Looking for the tipper. Not going to get it. Both players going in right now.
Fran just covering that tech roll on the platform with forward air.
Very patiently.
Oh, the patience. Both players waiting, and Fran getting the upper hand with a solid stock lead in this game 3. Oh, big slaps. Fran pretty happy throwing out those counters, and Brody not being, Hex, sorry, not being able to quite punish them when he does, and it whiffs.
Dare to down smash. Flub's turn grab, I believe, unless he legitimately went for that counter. And
Crouch
turn
cancelled the
not for
tipper right there?
That's Peach for you.
That was absolutely
That's
insane.
excellent.
Oh, and
Great
then
down
again, just holding that platform, waiting for Fran to jump in, and Brody happy to just throw it out.
Tech.
Fran, if he probably held a little bit more patience to wait which way the Peach rolled then, he probably could have killed it off of that.
Hex using the invincibility for the roll to cover himself in the F smash. Turn
Good
it to
grab. Now forward throw. Very bad situation for
Misses
Fran,
the turn
although
back
he
again.
does get back, gets his jump back from landing on stage, and he
Slow
rolls
cancel
in.
Fran
Brody,
misses.
not Hex,
Able to
sorry, not
follow.
covering it.
Oh,
Amazing
monster
tech on that tree. Still living. 166%. Very good position now to be taking this set out. Grab. Forward air. Forward air again. Hex in a little bit of a way.
Sweet
Fran
spots.
lets him back on the edge.
Rolls backwards, looks for the tip of F tilt. Counters the turnip.
And that's going to be death. So last stop. Let's see what if
128%,
Hex can bring it back, or will Fran just claim victory?
The end of this transformation. Helping Hex out just a little bit there.
Absolutely. 2 minutes 30 on this game. Quite a long game.
Fran,
Fran,
very patient.
yeah, not being overcommittal.
I think up throw could have done it there.
I don't know. Yeah.
Really?
It'd be quite high on any stage, actually. Oh, Hex getting in there.
For a lowish ceiling.
The Fran just needs to keep his cool,
Dancing
using the
blade.
side B, the dancing blade, to just pop Hex up.
Into the fair. Jumps to bait out the fastball. Doesn't get a big punch off.
And that's it.
Takes the
Forward
jump.
air.
GG.
Forward air
2-0.
is what takes it. Very good there from Fran.
2-1.
2-1. 2-1.